I think we are live. Hello, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Happy Labor Day to everybody. Hope everybody had what they were looking for today in the way of meals and desserts and fun and all that kind of stuff. Carrie and I have been in and out of the shop all day long. Kevin's been at work. He's home now, all that good kind of stuff. I made us a couple of filet mignon for dinner. Kevin and I wolfed those down. Not my favorite cut of beef because there's no fat. So you really lose a lot of flavor. You always got to wrap it in bacon or, something with heavy fat. But anyway, let's say hello to everybody. Hello, Rachel. Right in the house many moons ago, almost 3 hours ago. Good job, Rachel. Written like Flint. And then an hour later, Larry joins her in there, says hello to everybody, and he'll be back shortly. I'm good, tired, didn't sleep much last night. Oh, that's too bad. Hello, Teresa. Good to see you. Let's see. Got to go get your daughter tomorrow, so I likely go to bed early. That's okay, Rachel. You got to do what you got to do for sure. Can't wait for Carrie and Tim to get my blank I just bought. I can't wait either. I heard it's a stitch blank, right? Yeah, I think somebody made that last night. Hey, Cindy. Cindy's in the house. Crafting and Crime Daily is in the house. Hello, Rebecca. Joe is in the house. I hope I got the menu from Joe through Kevin. So it looked pretty good, I'll tell you. Smoking my eyeballs, I'll tell you that, Joe. Let's see. Labor, not Laybot. We knew what you meant. It was Happy Labo Day. It's a French day. Labo. Let's see. Natalie's in the house. Hello, Denise. Denise, I believe the shop is closed today, so Denise has probably been having some fun at home with the dogs, and that would be good. Hopefully Yogi's doing well. I know Dexter is always a full wind-up, so he's probably doing great anyway. Hello, Kathy. Good to see you. And Trudy's in the house. Excellent. I'm not used to seeing that logo on that side. Weird. I gotta swing that back. Okay, that makes me feel better. Now things are where they're supposed to be. Okay, so we've been having fun today. Got a premiere popping up. I didn't get it downloaded fast enough. It was a real big one. Didn't get it downloaded fast enough to upload before we went live, so it is still sitting there waiting to go live. So I scheduled it to go live at 10 p.m. Central Time. So that would be, adjusting for the time zone everywhere else. Let me see. I got to put some bushing holes in these here. But 8 good pens, very fun. Very fun. Some really cool looking blanks in there too. I'm just over at the drill press right now, getting ready to rock and roll. Looks like 3 Jacob Jansen blanks right off the bat tonight. These are for Gail. Gail, if you're out here, this is for you. I was just watching a video. I was taking a break, sitting there in the living room with Carrie, watching some YouTube, and up came this video of these guys and girls somewhere on some farm somewhere harvesting the silage. Now, I've heard the word silage in the past, and I vaguely know what it is, but now I really know what it is. So essentially, after they harvest all of the corn from the stalks, essentially the corn stalk is a giant blade of grass. So they use these really cool machines that cut about, I don't know, must be a dozen rows of that corn at one time, grab it all to the middle, put it in its chopper, and then shoot it into the back of a semi-trailer that's got this big, big semi-trailer full of bucket stuff, or dump truck kind of looking thing. And then they go put it in this big pile, and then they cover this grass that they have cut with a big plastic thing and lots of tires because, you know, that's what we do with tires now. And it ferments or rots, if you will. And then they feed that to animals. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Let's see what else we got here. All right, Cindy, Rachel, Trudy. There we go. So I learned about silage today. A lot more than I knew half hour ago, which is pretty cool. This is going to be a rounded end, so this might work a little bit better than the baseball bat thing we were trying yesterday on this particular blank. Let's see. So let's get this thing rolling. No history lesson today. It's Labor Day. We don't want to work that hard. But all is good. Having fun. Hopefully everybody else had a good time too. Lots of barbecuing. Kevin says the store was busy. I said, yeah, that's always that last minute. Got to get my steak, burgers, chips, beer, soda, Jello, Cool Whip, all that good stuff. We're going to make this one round here. Hello, Jess. How you doing? Good to see you too. Let's slow this down a little bit here. Down about 2,000 RPM. All right, let's see. I got a couple of trinket trays I was making today, along with a couple of big trays, all the same color. I forget what it was, but it was one of those Mrs. or Kettner kind of things, I think. I can't keep them all straight. Nico Mart. Is that Kettner? That's Kettner. Okay, good. So we made some of those trinket trays and big trays. Pretty cool looking colors. Let's see. What do we got here? Light purple, transparent, 3D print, rounded, pointy, 0.52. Okay, pretty small. Rounded, pointy. Kevin got home from work and has buffed all of the pens from yesterday and some from today, and Carrie will be getting those all packed up and out the door. What did I say? 0.52. I'm sure we're not there yet, but let me check. Yeah, we're at 6.5. See how far we're getting down to here. 0.6. I'm such a chicken. Come on, Tim, take it off. Let's go. Not that. That's what she said. All right, we're getting down there now. And the plastic's heating up, so I gotta let it cool down. Now we're still at 0.6. I'm gonna use the Mega Sharp here to get rid of some of that melted plastic. All right, we'll let that stew for a second while we do the other end. Get a measurement here. We're at 0.57. So we're getting there. We're going to let that one cool down. Let's see. Questions. Tim, is it easier to turn already rounded blanks or squares? Either one is the same. It's just that I don't have to do anything to an already round blank. Sometimes they'll cast blanks in a round format, and they're just easy because you don't have to make them round. And it's sort of a joke. Everybody has to do it, right? Making a square blank round is turning that blank. I just use a different tool and do it at a higher speed to accomplish it and make it go fast. In fact, we used to have a joke a while back. Tim's going to make that square thing round, right? Because that's what we're doing. But once it's round, it's just like any other round blank. Welcome in, Joyce. Welcome in, Starla. Good to see you guys here. And Ann has made it to the party. Awesome. Now, everybody has to tell me what their favorite thing they ate today was. Could be a main, could be a salad, could be a dessert, could be a pie, bread. Doesn't matter. What was your favorite thing that you had today? Whether or not you had a celebration, because sometimes we don't have a celebration, we're just eating. We're by ourselves, we're hanging out, family's gone, family's there. Big mixed bag of everything, isn't it? To give you an idea, Rachel, this is the one that I normally carve with, this particular carbide, and this is the one that I round with. You make that clean. So it's a lot more aggressive and a lot bigger, so it really does the job well. Ooh, mac and cheese. I like mac and cheese. I eat my mac and cheese with ketchup, always. That's so good. And people will go, "What are you doing to your mac and cheese?" And I always say, enjoying it. I love the saltiness of the cheese with the tanginess of the ketchup. I was going to treat myself to some chicken minis, but when I took Kevin to work, but all of the Chick-fil-A's weren't open until 8. I'm like, 8 o'clock, I'll be in the shop having fun. So no chicken minis today. Now let's measure this, see how we're doing here. That's about a 0.55, so we're just about there. We're going to take 3 molecules and 2 hairs off of here. We'll be ready to go. All right, here we go. Get back over to shaping this one. This one's still too big. I also introduced Kevin today into who Casey Kasem was and what he did for my childhood. Boiling down every week America's top 40 song hits. I think they called them radio hits back then, but you know the deal. And Kevin said, "Oh, so that was your Ryan Seacrest, huh?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely." I rarely, if ever, missed Casey Kasem's American Top 40 Saturday morning. All right. Let's see. You had 2 girls yelling gross here after hearing that, Tim. Oh, about the ketchup and the mac and cheese? Don't knock it till you try it. Larry had some cabbage and baked beans. Oh, nice. You bet, Rachel. Happy to help. What? About rounding a blank down, which is easier to turn? I got to keep going over these little low areas here because there's a lot of plastic in here and the diameter gets smaller, so it heats up more from the carving knives. But eventually it just peels right off and becomes just wonderful. There we go. Beautiful on both ends. Let's see. Top Billboard list. You got it, Cindy. Who doesn't love Casey Kasem? Yes, he did, and he did a lot of stuff. How did I get started turning pens? That is a great story. Let's see. Let me go back up here and make sure I'm not missing anything. I always get the looks when I do ketchup on mac. I get funny looks. You go, Rachel. You eat it the way you want to eat it. You know why? Because it's your macaroni and cheese. Now, if somebody wants to make a comment, it'll cost them money because now I have to listen to them and use up my time. If they would like me to eat some other way, then they could pay me and I'll do that too. Till then, I'm enjoying it the way I like to enjoy it. That is for sure. Let's see. So Joyce, somewhere in the end of 2022, I think. Yeah, 2022. Carrie came to me and said, "Can you make one of these?" November 22, she says exactly. And I said, "What is one of those?" And she said, "It's a diamond painting pen." And I said, "What's a diamond painting pen?" Seriously, true story. This pen is now wasted. Let me get a new pen here. And she told me what a diamond painting pen was and what diamond painting was. And I said, "Well, isn't that special?" So we watched a lot of videos to understand where diamond painting pens come from, how you mix resin, who's got the best resin mixing out there, all that kind of good stuff. And we went and spent about $2,000 on, I already had the lathe, still sitting in a box, on tools and a bench, resin, colors, you name it. We spent about $2,000 getting to the very first pen. And so the very first thing we did, we didn't even do anything yet. We just mixed up some resin. And it was a pen that was for some Ennis Guerrero, something Cantichium or something like that. Make sure this is artist choice. Oh, good. Because I was choosing, wasn't sure I was allowed. But a little committed right now, though. So we mixed this thing up. We had 8 blanks. And I turned one pen. And let me tell you, it is probably going to be the ugliest pen you've ever seen turn. Because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. Scared to death. But I just turned it roundy, roundy, roundy and put a bunch of dents in it and tried to make a pointy thing like I saw in some of the videos. And that was the first pen. So then she took that pen. I couldn't believe it now. She posted it on Facebook in some Ennis Guerrero group. And she got a bunch of responses saying, wow, where do I get one? Because it actually matched the canvas. And apparently there weren't many people matching canvases with pens. So she sold 7 blanks in 40 minutes. And I said, what? And I think we charged like, we didn't even know what to charge. I think it was like $15 or something like that. Or $10 for the blank and $15 to turn it or some silly thing like that. But after she sold those 7, I said, let's go make some more. This is like printing money. So I'll let this cool off now that I've got all that heated up. So we made 8 more, and she sold those in 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm going, what the heck is going on out there? So we started making pens. We didn't know anything about Cocoon or Bill Durr at All Things Handcrafted, and that's all there was at that point that we knew of. But anyway, we started making pens and turning them. And if you've seen some of the older pens, they're pretty ugly. I mean, I was pretty proud of them because I didn't know any different. But that's how it got started. And then we found Cocoon and started turning their delectable little blanks. And then we came in with Bill Durr and All Things Handcrafted. And then we met more and more and more. And then our buddy Jacob came along, did his thing at Jacob Jansen. So, and that was, I don't know, I'm guessing, I lost count now, but probably 3,600 pens ago. But that's how it got going. I never turned a thing in my life. In fact, I bought this lathe, or not this lathe, but the one we use for the buffer, specifically for, I wanted to make ink pens. And I was sheepishly getting into the craft by buying that Harbor Freight lathe. And didn't even know where to start. So I was watching this guy called Zach Higgins on YouTube, and he talks all about resin mixing. And I bought his $10 ebook. Pretty much all you needed to know to start mixing resin. So that's how it got started. Isn't that crazy? And you know what's funny is I always wanted something to do in the shop, making things that people would buy so that I could keep making things, you know, buying supplies and all that kind of stuff. Making stuff was easy, you know, getting rid of it and getting more stuff was the harder challenge. You know, I don't like that shape right there. I need to fix that shape. Look good from one angle, doesn't look good from another angle. But so this is sort of my dream come true. So now we make the trays and we make the little doodads and some cover minders here and there. And I'm about ready to start throwing all these little cutoffs I got. I got about 3,000 cutoffs in a 5-gallon bucket that I could just throw back in some resin and make some more pens, and it'd have all these crazy shapes and colors. It's slight, but that looks better. Not quite as bulky. There we go. It's just amazing how little bit you can take off and it just makes a better shape. All right, let me bring the diaper over here again. Let me check on the chat, see how we're doing up there. Let's see. Carrie chatted in. Let's see. Love mac and cheese with fried slices of Bar S Cajun beef sausage. There you go, Cindy. I love it. Let's see. I've done that too. Happened by mistake. I was pleasantly surprised how yummy that was. Ketchup on mac and cheese. I'm telling you, Ann. You know, you can't. Kevin puts too much on it for my particular like, but hey, he's the one eating it, so go for it, I say. I just like a little bit of tang with it, you know. Let's see. Jess is here. Cindy, Starla. Casey is much better than Ryan. I agree, Starla. I agree. I mean, you can look up. We were just looking up 1972 when Looking Up to You by Neil Sedaka, I think it was. He came out with this song back then. Oh, no, Frankie Valli. Frankie Valli was the top one in March of 75, or 72 or something. Anyway, let's see. Larry says, real like the movie American Graffiti. Yeah. We got Joe laughing at something. Better watch out if Tim gets on that scroll saw. He'll leave the turning behind. Very possibly, Larry. I'm telling you. Joe influenced to do it, says Stacy. Stacy, good to see you. Don't think we said hi to you yet. Let's see. Cindy, me too, Larry. My boyfriend, hubby, and I went to the theater to see American Graffiti. Yeah, it was Ron Howard's movie there back then. That was good one. Richard Dreyfuss, I think, was in that too, wasn't he? Yeah, let's see. Saw my boyfriend, Cindy, so he can sell some as cover minders. Yeah, that's true too. Am I frozen? Oh, man. Let me wave my hand on there. Oh, my gosh. I don't know what is with. Let's see. I'm going to reload this. Be right back. All right, we're back. It's rolling now. Yo, it's me, Rachel. 100% me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. We've just been having this problem now. Let's see. Let me go here. So Cindy says we can sell some as cover miners. You know, I would sell somebody a bucket of those for $5 in shipping just to take them off my hand and do something with them. But I don't have time to make a lot of cover miners out of them, sadly. So Joy says, so have you thought about creating a new type of multi-placer, one that would place 2 or more rows at a time? No, because I don't have the technology here to, well, wait a minute. Have we thought about it? Yeah. Have we done it? No, because I don't have the technology here to put that in place. Hello, Linda. She's asking about a multi-placer, one that would place 2 or more rows at a time. She's probably thinking 2 or more drills at a time. Yeah, they're out there. Carrie and Joe just picked some up off of Amazon, so they're going to try to see if that works.
They're just like, that's not rows at a time. That's like squares at a time.
That's what she means.
Is that what she means?
She means, you know, not just one drill, but 2 drills, 3 drills, you know, that kind of thing. Yep.
I just sent her the link of the item I got, but I just...
Email is going right across the bottom there, Stacy. Leopards at leopardlw.com.
This is what you want to show this on the thing. This is what I got.
What'd you get?
That shows it. You know, you're supposed to hold it.
Yeah. No, rows for large color blocks. Yeah, in other words, multi-placing. The problem with that is there's only so much vacuum in those little pumps. So I don't know what the maximum number of drills they can actually pick up. So the engineers will have to figure that one out. I don't know that I have the brains or technology to figure out all that vacuum pump stuff and make a package and make a product and all that kind of stuff. But I'm telling you right now, they're working on it, Joyce. They are working on it. I promise you. Because the very first diamond painter or e-painter that Joe's got, and Denise, I think Denise got the updated one. Carrie's got both now. But there's actually two speeds, but Carrie says the lower speed is less than the original speed, and the number 2 speed is actually the same as the other one. So I don't know. Didn't measure it, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just a matter of technology and stuff like that. Yeah, 10 placer. Yep, I got you. That's a lot of drills to pick up with a vacuum pump. Right now, I would say that the vacuum pump is generally meant for the AB placer, the single placer, or something like that. Where if you're going to do the 10 placer, just jump into the old putty and all that kind of stuff. The irregular multi-placer, because we know that technology works. But it'll be some time, and they'll figure it out. They'll get a nice 10 placer tip on there. But the problem with that is you can't pick up 9. Because then you got a vacuum leak and none of the rest will pick up. So you're going to have to pick up 10 every time. When you see the premiere tonight, I did a couple of Flower Girl blanks on there. And they came out surprisingly much better with a lot less hassle than they have before. Maybe that process has gotten better. I don't know, but they're absolutely gorgeous. No doubt about it. It's just, I don't know how they make them, but they have a lot of air bubbles in them. Oh, there you go, Rachel. Yeah. Good night, Larry. Rest well, buddy. Rest well. Frozen again. Doggone it. It's a good freeze, too. Let me refresh. Here we go. There we are again. Yeah, that is true, Jess. They've got to figure it out where the adhesive quality of, or the strength of the adhesive overwhelms the vacuum pump now. So they'll have to adjust. It'll take a little time, but if there's a market for it, someone will figure it out and get it all done. All right. Hello, Kayleen. Good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, placing 20 at a time, Joyce, might be out for a little while till they can figure that out. By then, you might be playing the bagpipes, or the e-painter will look like bagpipes, one or the other. Get a little music while you're putting your drills down, you know what I'm saying? Ha, ha, ha. Not traveling anywhere this week, so I do get the whole week home. Next week, I'm taking Carrie with me, and we may not be back the weekend following that. Trying to make it so I can take her to Disneyland, California, or California Adventure at Disneyland, or however you say that. She says we were there about, I don't know, 2008, 16 years ago, 17 years ago. But I don't remember. I don't remember that place. I do remember being at Disneyland then because my mom and dad were having their 50th wedding anniversary in 2008. And Carrie says, yeah, we went over to that California Adventure. I'm like, I don't remember at all what was there. Maybe it'll refresh my memory when I get there. Carrie, just finished my canvas for The Great Escape. Fantastic, Joyce. Excellent. I'm finding I like thin but something pens. I'll have to see that there. Thin but long pens. So you like the 6-inch pens maybe? Most of these are about 5 1/4. All Cocoon blanks come 5 1/4. Bill Durr with All Things Handcrafted, most of his are just all right around 6 inches long. I did get in the updated Picmondu today. Nice. Ordered a different color from the other one. Now I just got to send the first one back. Heck yeah. Oh, my frozen again. Doggone it. This StreamYard, man, drive me crazy. Bye, Ellen. Have a good evening. All right, back again. I'll have to watch that on my screen here. Let me check it here, see how it's looking. It's looking super smooth. Very nice. Jess, this is very similar to the design you had yesterday for yours, but this has got rounded pointy, so I don't get that thing flaking off the end. Thank goodness. Whew. That was scaring me there as we were proceeding into this one. I thought, oh, heck, here we go again. Let's see. Isn't Disney in California closing? I don't think so. They put a lot of money into that place. They might be remodeling some parts of it, probably. California Adventure will be open. It's been open since 2001, but I think they've been updating it a lot with all the new rides, Star Wars and Marvel or whatever it is Carrie wants to see. I can't remember. Yeah, get over to Jacob Jansen, man. He's got some beautiful blanks over there. He drops occasionally in our group, but, you know, he's got them over there at his website all the time.
He told me that the two that you turned for Jeff that had the jewel in the middle, the round thing, he's got lots of those.
Oh, yeah. So if you want a jewel like we did for Jess last night with the copper in the middle, or was that the wood one? Both. He has both. Got a lot of them. Those came out great. There we go. We're going to be doing some jewels. I can see it now. You got a mic? Oh, you need a mic. She's across the shop talking like you guys can hear. She's cute, but she needs a mic. Yeah, if you're going to get one of these 3D printed, Jess, I would go in the direction of rounded pointy just for those, I think. That's working out really good right here, right now.
Bring it up. I took pictures of these.
All right, here we go. The unveiling of this one. Oh, that's pretty. I like that purple 3D printed. And he does a great job with these when they're right, because we don't have any white getting in between the resin and the 3D printing. So that is smoking gorgeous right there. And luckily I got that bushing right in the middle, so that middle thing goes right down the middle. Simple design, but great looking pen. Again, this is one of these pens that are these blanks that I should not get in the way of. The blank is going to do all the speaking. You just got to let it loose. Look at that design on the side, sort of
These
wiggly.
are the ones that.
That's cool.
Hey, am I in the right spot? Am I in the right spot?
Yep, you're there.
So these were the. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it. Oh, there you go. Went too far. Oh, it froze for a second. All right, there you go. So those are the two we did. You can't really tell. But
Yeah, that's not.
Right.
You need to brighten your screen.
It is bright. Oh, apparently not. I lied. Oh, you don't need to see that.
There you go. Get it up in there.
No, that's too far.
Okay.
Yeah. I really still can't. Oh, maybe. You can't see the blank.
Well, just move one to the side and the other one to the side.
There. So
you want it as big as you can. See that?
Here's the first one. He has plenty of these on the right and plenty of these on the left. If you're interested, email to leopards@leopardlw.com. They're hybrid books. I believe they're $15 a piece. So I could get an order going and have them I could pay for them and get them here quicker. And then we'll just do a listing for you. So let me know if you're interested in these. They're gorgeous. I'm telling you, they're gorgeous. All right, a shoo, Carrie. That's what that means. Get your
You're in my way of having some fun, baby. Been having fun all day, really.
Yeah, you have. I was just going to say that. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've been prepping for my Drills and Chills canvas and my Cat Fedora canvas and my...
She's got a mic. Watch out.
There's one other one I'm doing. Oh, Chrisabug. Remember the small shop fall festival? I might do another different one for that, just to get 4 canvases done all at one time. One row at a time.
All right, blow her on. All right, I see it freezing and letting go a little bit. I don't think we lost all sound. Let me know if you can hear me. Jacob Jansen, if you're saying who was that, that is Jacob Jansen, Jakob Janssen, Joe. You might be able to put a link in there. Let me go see if it's there.
Just have her, if she want those blanks, Tim,
Hang on, baby.
what does she want?
Don't know. Joyce Meyer.
She wrote me already.
I'm just posting it in here so other people can go there too. Oh, good. You can hear me now. I think it was just quiet because the mics go dead while I'm making all this noise because this is super, super noisy.
So just email leopards@leopardlw.com and just reference
Well, that's never happened
the
before.
blanks on Monday
Complete
night
silence
that I
after
showed,
Carrie stopped
and I'll
talking.
get them ordered. I'll wait a day or two.
Yeah,
to see
my
if
mic
anybody
will shut
watches
itself
the
down while
replay
I'm
or not, but
doing
Joyce,
this thing
I have
here.
you
Let me
down.
slow that down a little bit here. Doing a check to make, yep, we're still live. That's good. I might spend a little time this week since I'm not going anywhere and figure out that OBS because this is starting to get annoying. Yes, ma'am. Joyce, happy to help you. Working on my Chrysabug right now. Very nice. Okay, let's do some more rounded pointy. This is too high here. Drop that down about 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, you know, Jess, this is working out really nicely so far on these rounded pointy. Or we could do the baseball bat. What do we call that? Extended baseball bat or rounded pointy baseball bat or pointy baseball bat, I think it's called. It essentially puts a pointy end on it and moves the baseball bat back a little bit. Let's see how we're doing here for a measurement. 0.57, 0.58. Got a little more to go here. All right, let's go down the other end here and play on this end a little bit. Let that end cool down. As we're turning this, a lot of friction is felt by me scraping these layers off. And some of that heat gets transferred into the plastic. Comes a little soft and jaggedy kind of thing. So we just back off a little bit. Let it cool down naturally. Let's see. Fine, thank you. Boy, you two are talking over each other big time. That's because I can't hear her when she's talking. If she's not standing right next to me here in the shop, I start talking. I have no idea if she's talking. She might be in the living room, the other side of the shop, but I got the big blower in my ear and I got the lathe in my ear and I'm making all this noise carving. So yeah, we will definitely talk over each other. That's the danger of two mics. This is probably still a little bit fat. Yeah, 0.60. We're way out there. This one here is 0.52, which is perfect. All right, we might be closer. Yeah, we're getting very close. Almost there. We're going to use the Mega Sharper now. I'm sure Rebecca is not listening anymore because she's doing her live. She's doing some building blocks tonight. Always fun to watch. Well, that's beautiful. All right, let's see. Very colorful here. Orange, green, yellow. Let's see. What can we do on this? I'm going to try. This is going to be real daring here. I got pointy baseball bat on the Kimba blanket. It wasn't as comfortable as a regular baseball bat for me. But again, Jess, what we can do, we have a pointy baseball bat option. That keeps the big round ring of the baseball bat. It just moves it back a little bit and puts a little snoot on the end of it there. Let's see. Let's grab this thing right here. That is the middle of our blank right there, visually and physically. We're going to do a flying tire on this one. It's a little daring, but I think we'll get away with it. It's okay. That's what married people do. Yeah, and she's in the... Is she over there? Oh, yeah, she's at her desk. So she probably can't hear me over all the noise in the shop either. Like you said. What is the purpose of the flying tire? probably just because it looks cool, but it was named the Flying Tire because we were looking for a design. We had a 24-hour live probably about a year and a couple of months ago. I think it was Memorial Day 2024. And one of our really good customers, Marsha Hargis, had just lost her husband. So we named it the Ted Hargis Memorial 24-Hour Live, because that was his name. And we came up with a design just out of the fluke of what to do this particular special blank that we'd made for the live. So we made a special blank for the live. People got the opportunity to purchase it. And then we turned all of them, I believe, like the Flying Tire. And the reason I call it the Flying Tire is because it looks like the Ohio State Patrol Highway Patrol, or Ohio State Highway Patrol, however you say that. It looks a little bit like their logo on the side of the car. They've got a tire in the middle of a couple of wings. That's sort of their logo, I guess, what they're known for. So no purpose, just cool design. About it, really. Nothing fancy. But these are meant to be the wings on either side of the tire. Yeah, just Google Ohio State Patrol. Have a good night, Joyce. Yeah, just Google Ohio State Highway Patrol, and you will see their logo. It's on the side of all of their trooper cars, too. It may help flip the pen, depending on how long the pen is. Joe, Cindy's got a Flying Tire, and I think Joe might have a Flying Tire. Now, Joe's pens are mostly on the shorter side of things, so it would definitely be a flipper there. And Cindy's is definitely going to be on the shorter side of things. But yeah, it might help, depending on how coordinated you are. It may not help me. It might help you. There you go, Joe. How do you does your Flying Tire help you flip your pen? Because Joe's are usually like 4 3/4 or something like that. Hers use pretty short pens like Cindy's. In fact, I got a spare blank sitting over here. We'll turn a Flying Tire here at the end of the night when we're done here, and then we'll throw it up on the website for someone to buy. And you can see what a pointy baseball bat looks like. And the whole key to this Flying Tire was to get this plastic line right in the middle, and we did it. So that'll look pretty cool. Cindy, I have a 4-inch Flying Tire that I think that's the something I got it real easy for flipper. Not sure what that with that. Oh, that's the 24-hour live. Yep, got it. Yep, absolutely, Cindy. Yeah, if it's the flying tire, that's when we first started doing it. It's got that gray, red. It was a cool blank. I've been diamond painting for 2 years and never dropped an EW tray of drills on the floor. Thank goodness. I've seen photos. LOL finger. Yeah, just get the vacuum out if that happens. Hey, Caroline, how you doing? Linda Kendall. Most of my pens are 5 1/4. I find the ends is what helps me flip them. There you go. Yep, different strokes for different folks. Everybody's got a mode to the madness. I love it. Hey, Joe, do you do much crocheting now, or was that a thing of the past that you played with and had good time with? All right, this first level of sandpaper is feeling pretty good. No, you still crochet. So here's what we're going to do, Joe. With that crochet set that I did last night, or yesterday, I should say, we're going to send that to you for evaluation purposes. And you break that puppy out, switch the needles back and forth, see if that handle is comfortable, see if it needs altered. Is there a better way to put it? Or does it not matter as much in crocheting as it is in diamond painting? Then when you're all done, you can just send them back and then we'll sell them off to someone else or whatever. And I'm not shoving them on you for you to buy them. So no worries there. You may not even like that particular blank that's on there. Oh, you're making coasters for Lone Star Retreat. Nice. Feels pretty good. That's cool. You could take it down there to Lone Star and say, look what I got. Everybody will be jealous. I don't imagine that many people will buy lots of different handles unless the handles are different sizes or widths or something like that. That might be an option too. It's not like diamond painting where you're matching the pen to the canvas with the tray and, you know, all that fun stuff. It's feeling pretty good. Get a little polish on here. I was going to say, let's get a little spit and polish on here, but I'm not going to spit on it. Man, I'm really liking the colors in this one. Flower petal coasters. Cool. Ooh, that's, man, I like that blank. There's you one, Jess. That's pretty, man. Woo! I like the orange string out, the blue, the green, the sort of yellow green, I guess that is. And the flying tire works on there like a champ. I love it. That is cool. Good job, Jacob. Now, this is a design I have not seen yet. It looks very Egyptian. Look at that sort of a metric or geometric design. Pretty cool. Yeah, that blank isn't speaking. It's shouting. No doubt about it. Jess, you got it nailed there. Blower is on. See, I usually say that. That way, if Carrie's on the other side of the shop, she'll know I can't hear her. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of boldness with the 3D printed ones today. Go big or go home, right? Kevin wants me to let everybody know it's Harry Potter Day today. I think this is when he showed up for his first day at Hogwarts. Tim, look at Furl's crochet hooks. I'll have to remember that, yeah. See what this looks like going roundy. Got a little bit of black solid on the side there. We didn't take all that off yet, but we will soon. Pretty cool. Let's get it at 2,000 RPM. There we go. And let's get to carving. That's getting all sloppy in there. It's all hot. Man, they're getting all fuzzy. Gotta let that cool down. Am I frozen? Oh no, it's not cold in here at all. I don't know why I'm frozen. Let's see. Gonna refresh. Here we go. Be back in a second. There we go. Yeah, this one's a lot of plastic. I would love to see the same geometric pattern, a lot thinner pattern. Get more color in there. All right, we'll let that cool down. We'll take a little bit of this off of here till it heats up. Eight bunches of bananas. That happened to me once, Denise. Man, I got a lot of bananas. I'm not sure what I was going to do with them all. Well, banana pancakes, banana steaks, green beans and bananas, meatloaf and bananas, peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Yum, yum. Now we're talking. Maybe they think Elvis is visiting. Okay, green beans and bananas does sound great. Terrible, right? Tomorrow, my driver and all everybody's getting bananas. Yeehaw! Yeah. Peanut butter, bacon, banana, honey. Yeah. Well, no, excuse me. We knock it up a bit. We have to do Elvis better than Elvis did Elvis. All right, we're getting pretty down there where we need to be. Yep, 0.54 there. See how this is getting all torn up over here? All that plastic is melting. I feel a little bit like I'm wading through a Goodyear tire rubber plant. That's feeling good right there. Let that cool down. Kevin tells me there's 2 Harry Potter anniversaries this year. 25th anniversary, he said. 25 years since Harry Potter came out. That's amazing. Quite the franchise, that Harry Potter. What I would like to know is, how does she keep all that stuff in her head? My goodness. I mean, just, oh my goodness, just the sheer amount of names and things and peoples and all that stuff. Kevin says the TV series is going to stay true to the books. All right, we got just a little bit more to take off of there, but we're getting down there. Kevin was not happy with the Order of the Phoenix. Oh, jeez. What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Scared the heck out of me. I was picturing the blank just falling apart in front of my face. I'm like, what was that sound? The broom fell over. No alarm. No alarm. All right, that took a lot of work, but these ends are now looking pretty good. I got to trim this one down a little bit to make it match the other one. And of course, that heated it all up. Let's see. Let me read some notes here. Good grief, banana bread, banana pudding, and all the banana foods incoming. I'm telling you, Jess. Freeze the bananas for smoothies. Oh, hey, Gail, how you doing? These are yours, Gail. Elvis Sammys, you know it, Joe. Yes, Tim, icky. I have Walmart. What happens to the unsold bananas? Yeah, I love Walmart. They usually don't have many unsold bananas. That's the #1 SKU in the building. There are more baskets with bananas in them than any other item in the store. I have not heard that Harry Potter with Star Wars thing. Kevin can read that and tell me if he's heard. I bet you he has. He's heard everything concerning Harry Potter and Star Wars. He is a big fan of both. All right, we're feeling pretty good there on the ends now. Let me do a quick measurement, make sure we're where we need to be. And we are there, and we are there on the money. Just enough room to polish them up. I got a little bit of a white streak on here on that plastic I'm going to take off. There we go. See, we work it down, get it down through there. That's going to be a really cool design once we get rid of these 2 big black segments there. I think the thing to get rid of those is probably going to be a mustache. So there's the middle of that one. Yep. Oh, next year's the 25th anniversary, he says. Okay, we got some of that extra load in the middle out of there. Now we'll just cut it into with our round knife. Kevin, have you heard the comedian that says Harry Potter is Star Wars with wands instead of lightsabers? Oh, we're frozen again. Refreshing. All right, why isn't that working now? There I am, so we know that one works. There we go. I don't know what happened there. So which comedian talked about Star Wars was just, or Harry Potter was Star Wars with wands instead of lightsabers? I may have to Google that if I can remember it. So now I got to remember pearls, crochet hooks, and comedian lightsaber Harry Potter. Let's cool that off for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's mine. Maybe it's, I don't know. I got to go look into some USB communications or go to network cameras and do PoE or something like that. I don't know. All right, let's get this curve right here just a little sexier. There we go. Same thing over here. Just the fine tweaks, and this one's almost done. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, we are there. See if I got enough of that. Yep, got little black spots there and there, and got rid of most of that there. That looks very Egyptian right there. My goodness. And I'll tell you a little bit about this particular 3D printing that's going on here. When we're done, Tima and I were having a discussion about it because she got a pen and she asked about some things. And I said, this is why. And then we'll show that here when we're done. We'll take this one to the, this is a really good blank to learn from. So we'll take this one to the microscope and show you up close and personal what to expect with these type of blanks with super thick lines. And it has a lot to do with the way 3D printers print their things, whatever you call their things. Yeah, it's been doing that. I noticed the thing goes across the bottom. So it could be a USB thing. I don't know.
Box it up yet. Okay, well then I'll box it up.
I'm going to slow that down just a little bit to hopefully reduce a little bit of the friction. So it might be me. It might be my USB cameras or something. Not enough bandwidth. I've upgraded them all to USB 3.2 with all the biggest throughputs and connections and hubs and all that kind of stuff. It might just be me. And I think I know a camera expert. Especially the USB camera thing. Ooh, that feels smooth. Good observation, Jess. I may have to go with that one and see what I can do on my side. Maybe I got too many cameras connected. Even though it's only looking at one of them at a time, I'd imagine they're all feeding data until they do it, you know. They are connected through a USB hub because my laptop doesn't have enough USB connections to use them all. But it's a 3.2 hub going into a USB-C 3.2 connection. I did a little bit of research probably 6-7 months ago when I was having an issue, and I just spent about $150 and upgraded the cables, the USB 3.2 cables, the USB 3.2 hubs, making sure that the drivers were downloaded for the USB-C 3.2 on the laptop. So yeah, we're rigged as much as we can, I hope. Could be. Yeah, I don't know. Could be. But I'll spend a little time figuring out this week. Had a problem this morning when I was doing a premiere too. I was there about 11 o'clock. And it froze. And I don't even know where it froze. It just went blank. I'm like, oh shoot. So I refreshed. I'll have to watch the premiere tonight and see where it froze. I think it was just about an hour into it. And I don't know how long it was frozen because I'm just over here having fun turning pens and the laptop's 10 feet to the rear of me. Ooh, that's smooth. All right, let's get a little juice here. Yeah, and then when Tia and I got done talking, she says, I didn't know that about 3D printed blanks because she never had one. Hers were all resin or wood or something like that. But she's got some E-pen things going on there too. All right, this is a pretty cool color in here too. It's sort of a gold. That's why I think if this 3D printing were a little smaller, a little thinner, if you will, then you'd see a lot more of that gold, and that might look pretty cool. Let's see, where is Carrie's toothbrush at? Here we go. I'm going to hit this right here just to show you, because I'm going to show you these little white things here that some will come out and some won't. That one came out pretty good.
Or some for me.
Not only does
Okay, there we go. Let's take it off here and we'll go over to the Leopard scope here. Show you what we're talking about. I had a basic 4-point hub just stop working out of nowhere. Yeah, I guess they go eventually. I mean, I got a lot of hubs, but this is like a $49.95 hub that's a powered hub. Each USB thing is switched, so pretty dang fancy for my likes, but it works so far. Let's go over to the digital scope here. And again, I wish I were the technical guru. All right, let's come over here. This is what the top of a cat head looks like.
A cat head? What are you, killing cats?
No, just a little kitty right here. And she will look up at you. There's her eyes. There's the kitty. It's a kitty.
Where?
See the kitty? She's looking right at you.
What? Oh, gosh. Oh, that cat. Oh,
Okay. Now, let's look at this
is
here.
that somebody's cat or you?
No, it's just there.
It's just a cat.
Okay, let me wipe all my fingerprints off here. Now, you'll notice, see that little white area right there? I just wiped that in there. I cleaned it out a little bit. But if you'll notice how it prints in sections and sometimes structures. Like right in the middle of this one, right here, you'll see a little white line. That is the space that the 3D printing leaves.
Wow.
So when you get a 3D printed blank and it has that stuff in there, you can even see the crease. See that crease in there? It's just where the 3D printing processes it. So there's not much you can do about that except, you know, clean it with a toothbrush as best you can. A little bit right in there. Nothing defective with the blank, nothing defective with the turning. It's just the way thick CD printing goes. Of course, that's all my fingerprint there. And again, there's that printing right there. You can see it's not a scratch. It's a mark in the structure of that 3D printing. That's why I say I'd love to see this one a little lighter, a little thinner, I mean, with more gold. That would look really bad. But this looks very cool. Again, when you're looking at it up close, you're going to see every molecule in the world that's wrong with it. But there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly good turn, etc., etc. It's just that's what you get with 3D printing that's very thick like that. The little white lines in there occasionally. Yep, you can't do much about it. It's just the way it comes. Let me get this back over stuck here on some junk. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, Jess, we're going to spend a second here and do a pointy baseball bat. No. We're going to turn one. Carrie, always sticking her 7.5 cents worth in there. Pooh on you. We've been having a good time today, can you tell? She's a very happy lady. I love it when she's very happy. Let's see, might be frozen. Interesting. Wow, Jess, that is true. Let's see. So the stream isn't frozen. They connected to hub. I had a basic 4-point. Wow. One more something. One more. I don't know what that says. Little stars or the little hearts in the way. I can't see that. Okay, blower on. Now we're going to do what's called a pointy baseball bat. And that was invented because somebody wanted to get further away from the canvas with a baseball bat. We're going to come all the way back here. And we're going to make this about a medium because that's about what most people would want. Let's see what we're getting down to. Down to 0.57. Tim, etc., etc., etc. Yul Brenner, let it be written, let it be done. Etc., etc., etc. 0.55. We'll call that a medium right there. Now we're going to do the pointy baseball bat part. And essentially just what we're going to do is get rid of everything that sort of doesn't belong to a baseball bat on the front of here. And there it is, Jess, a pointy baseball bat. The baseball bats move back to here. So from the middle of this baseball bat backwards, it's just like a regular end of a baseball bat, but it's just pointy now to move someone away from the canvas when they're diamond painting. Etc., etc., etc. There we go. Too funny. .59, getting back down there. .55 on the money. This is going to be a fiery one when we get this one shined up. We're going to do a simple baseball, or a not baseball bat, a simple mustache on this one. It's about 5 3/8. So we'll go to right about there. That'll be the middle.
Okay, I'm checking in on the stuff. Hello, Trudy. Mailing your prize tomorrow. Hello, Teresa. That's funny. Which witch are you doing? I'm doing Sleeping Familiars because I can do Witch and Chrysabuck. And I'm doing Embracing the Pumpkin for Drills and Chills, and Castles and of Stories and Castles for Cat Fedora. Good.
There we go.
Person is fall. Banana cream pie.
And there you go, Jess. That is a pointy baseball bat. Both ends.
See a lot of You're Frozen too. I will be doing a lot of invoicing tomorrow. So if I owe you one, you will get it tomorrow.
Yeah, Yul Brenner. They didn't make them like him anymore, do they?
No, etc., etc., etc.
Etc., etc., etc.
I did when I was a kid. We did a water ballet, and it was based on The King and I. And so they played that. It stuck in my head even today.
Wasn't he and the guy in the 10 Commandments that said, let it be written,
Yes.
let it be done? He was the Pharaoh, I think.
Yes, he was the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I have to kit that one up. I got one kit up, but pulled out the canvases. Finally found Sleeping Familiar. I got 2 organized, and I put it on the shelf. Couldn't find which shelf it was. Found it.
We actually exposed Kevin today to the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad.
Oh,
Choo-choo! Had Judy Garland singing that.
that was
I
fun.
think it was 1946 or something like
There
that.
were like 2 characters from Wizard of Oz in there.
Yeah.
Ray Bolger and who
I
was
forget what
Scarecrow.
show that was from.
I don't know.
Kevin was looking it up, so he would know.
Oh, you're frozen.
Oh, man.
Because I got Caroline with her.
Just hit the
frozen.
refresh right there, a little round circle. Reload. Yeah.
There you go.
Boom, we're
Okay.
back.
He's back.
We're back.
I now know how to do that. Hello, Ellen. Hello, Caroline. Hello, Starla. Frozen again. I thought we were
Let it
talking about
go.
Elsa.
Let it go.
I thought we were talking-
Caroline's got all the frozen faces.
She looks cold. I'm like, is she cold? Oh, frozen. Ha ha. I'm slow.
I think Jess left.
She
This was for her. She'll have to watch it back in the replay.
She was here till 8.
Haven't seen her for a bit.
Yeah,
Or she's just taking care of something. Dogs, kids, grandkids, who knows?
I don't think she's back.
Getting ready for school tomorrow.
She's a teacher.
Yep.
Only one appointment.
Was that the Harvey Girls? I can't remember the name of that movie.
Oh gosh.
But it's they sing and dance and sing, and then finally Julie Garland comes out.
Yeah, on that train, and then I didn't
Yep.
even know she was singing. And like, she's singing. Oh.
She's not singing yet.
Oh.
Everybody else is singing.
She's singing.
The Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad. So many good musicals back in. Oh, that was the time. Of course, and I watched a lot of those in reruns, of course, because I wasn't around in 1946.
You weren't. Oh my.
No, in fact, Judy Garland died about 3 weeks after I was born.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, we just lost something here. Looks like your camera was unplugged. No, it was not unplugged.
Yeah.
Just got my face there. Thank you. That was my 30. Was that 39th wedding anniversary pick? We were at
No.
Roy's at Hawaii.
41.
41. Oh, 40 was the year before. No, that was
No, 38.
38 because that was the week before I started at UST. So that was 2021.
October 2021.
And we were at Roy's of Hawaii, or Roy's of Waikiki or whatever, right there in Waikiki, having some just wonderful food at that place. My goodness. I heard all about it and we had to go.
Our waitress told us a place to get fresh noodles and the best taro cheesecake.
Yeah.
Wasn't kidding either. We went back there twice.
We had to go over to Kaneohe to get that.
We went twice because it was so good.
Twice it was so good.
I like the North Shore area. I lived there.
All right, there's that one. Final sandpaper coming up. And I tried to take her to France for our 40th wedding anniversary, but she chose a Disney cruise, and that was a blast.
Which one was that? Which Disney cruise was that?
I don't know, the one we went and where I presented you your ring.
That was Wonder of the Seas on Royal Caribbean.
No, it had that guy with the...
Yes, it was Wonderland.
Oh, Wonderland. That's not Disney?
No, sir.
Oh, that's okay.
It is Disney.
Royal Caribbean, something of the seas.
Alice in Wonderland is not all Disney. It's an actual story.
All right, this is one smooth pen. Man alive. And this will be for sale on the website. This was just an example to show Jess what the rounded pointy was. I'm sorry, what the pointy baseball bat is. And this is a gorgeous blank. Copper, teal, purple. I think that's it. Copper, teal, and purple. Oh, it froze again. My goodness. Right when I was taking it off. Here we go. Refresh, be right. All right, we're back again. Doesn't take long to get back. There it is. Copper, purple. There's some glitter in there too, of varying green, orange, purple. Denise says, I'll take it. I'll send email. Can you make it an e-painter pen? Yeah, we could drill that out.
Yeah. Tell me now because I'm packing her.
Denise, I think this is your blank. I was just trying to sell it. But what I will do now, let's just show you how we make a pen that we've already made into something. We'll make it an e-painter pen.
Is that what she wants?
That's what she just said.
Okay.
All right. So right now you can tell it's not drilled all the way through. So we'll lay that there. We will take out our dead center. That's over here. Lay that to the side. We will get our Chuck out. Everybody knows Chuck.
Chuck.
We use him to make
Chuck
our
wood.
ink pens a lot. Okay, now what I got to do to protect this, because these are steel jaws, is I have this fabulous piece of very thick latex rubber hose. And I put that in there just like that. And I gently clamp it in place just until it's held right about there. And it's still pretty loose, and we want it loose right now, and I'll show you why. Because I now need to marry it up to the big drill bit.
Yeah, that's hers. Mhm.
All right, let me clamp this down. I'm essentially putting this big drill bit in this chuck here. There we go. And now I will, let me move this one over out of the way here. And essentially I'm taking this thing out by backing it off, and it just pops out like that. Put that to the side. Back this one way off because this is a very long drill bit. And essentially we're going to come in. Now what I do is I match it up so that it matches perfectly and sits just like that. Now I can clamp it down. And I clamp it enough to really grip this latex against the pen without touching the pen. I don't want to pierce the latex. Then I back that out, turn the lathe way down low, and now it's turning nice and neat. And we just put that right in there like that. Turn the blower on, and then we'll go in and out a little bit because it will eventually stop feeding outwards. There we go. Knock all that off. Back in there. And I'm not going to go all the way through because I'll never be able to match the hole on the other end perfectly. And that means it won't fit whatever you want. So I'll go about this far now. Let's see how far that is. That's about probably 3.5 inches or so. Turn the blower off. We'll back those out. We'll turn the lathe off. And now we're going to reverse the pen and go from the other side. So we'll just put that rubber gripper on the other side. Put that back in here. We can do everything. We just got to figure out how to do it. And we're going to bring this up again, get it all matched up nicely. There we go. Now we're going to crank it down. Oh, I'm going to open that up a little bit, go a little deeper here. There we go. Nice and gentle, but firm. Okay, we're still live. That's good. We're not frozen. And now we'll probably have to go about 2.5 inches into this one, maybe almost 3. And it will meet the other hole. And it doesn't matter if there's a tiny mismatch on the inside of the pen because no one will ever see it. So we can take most pens and retrofit them for an e-painter. There you go. See, just went all the way through. You turn that off. Turn it on now. All right, let me. And now we've gone all the way through the pen. And then we just take it off. And then we'll clean the outside with, or clean the inside with alcohol. Because one thing you don't want is any of these little chunks to be sucked up into your filter, because that would make your filter not last as long. And that's how we retrofit a regular diamond painting pen to be an e-painter pen. Carrie, don't forget to do something about Starla's pen.
Yes, I know.
Oh, she said, yes, I know. She's got you. She has got you.
I just didn't do any invoicing today.
She just didn't do any invoicing today. She's been busy bossing me around since I was here on a Monday, or here in the shop on a Monday. Okay, we'll take this out of here now. Knock all that junk off. Get our live center back together. That's very good. Now, one of the things that happens is we get a little junk in here. So we definitely want to blow that hole out, because that is a friction fit piece of metal. As you can tell from here, I cleaned it all up when I was cleaning up yesterday, so it fits very nicely. All right, now what's next? And that is ready to be buffed and do it. All right, let me take these out of here. All right, and that ends our night for tonight. Let's see. You're welcome, Starla. My pleasure. My pleasure. If there were only enough minutes in the hour. There's enough hours in the day, but I'm sleeping about 6.5 of them. And Denise, we're happy to make that for you. Very fun. That was a good exercise. Jess can watch back a little later and see what the pointy baseball bat looks like and why you might want to have one. And then everybody learned that we can take a pen and we can re-drill it so that you can have an e-painter. And again, the reason I drilled it from both ends was if you're drilling from one end to the other, you're likely not going to meet that hole on the other end perfectly, and you will drill out that hole to do two things badly. Now a regular tip won't fit in that hole because it'll be too loose, and you'll use 10 inches of washi tape to get it to fit. Or if you put your vacuum hose in there, then you won't have a nice tight seal. This way, you can use it as a regular diamond painting pen, or you can get a nice tight feel on there or seal on there to seal up your vacuum tubes. Anyway, everybody, it was a pleasure again. Got a lot done this week. Oh, hey, you know what? Before we leave, let me show you what Carrie had me do today. Amongst all the other things, we were making the Nico Mart. Let's see, which one is it? This one here. There we go. Making the Nico Mart. The Nico Mart trinket trays.
Trinket trays and big fat.
Let me get this junk off of here.
That's the idea for the little tray because they made the big tray.
Uh-oh. Sounds like a little bit of, what was that name of that show? The Mighty Wind, with the fabulous ensemble from Best in Show. Okay. I released all the air. Let me open up the pot. When I make the trinket trays, I usually pressurize them, even if they're multi-step, because that way we get all those air bubbles gone. And they look fabulous when we're done. Carrie's not even seen them yet. So we made 4 of them. They're all 4 going to be a little bit different. You can see a little sneak peek of the side there.
Those are gorgeous.
That looks cool.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
now on this one here, I noticed when I was pouring it that not much of the green came through to the front, just a little bit on the edge here. So there's that one. We'll leave that sit all night long to firmly stiffen up. We'll take that out. Yeah, we'll cook them tomorrow. No, just that one. We only needed, what, 2?
2, yeah.
But I made a whole bunch because they were such cool colors. There we go.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that.
Oh,
That is cute, man.
that's better than I thought. Sometimes I question myself with the colors, and then it's like, ooh, we'll pick the right ones.
Beautiful. And it looks so multi-layered because of the clear. And the glitter, when you're pouring it, comes to the top when it's upside down and does that little.
Who gets first choice?
Yeah, not me.
Paid for it first. You get first choice and second choice. And then one person wanted a big tray.
Oh, man, look at that one. I like that. That would be my take right there. This one, or actually one of these 3 would be my take if I were going for the green. If you're going for purple and pink and the clear with the glitter, that would be the one. Look at that.
We tried to match this. I think we did a really good job at
Yep.
it. So that's what we tried to match.
That is awesome.
That's the Nico Mart blank from Blanks by DPP. So
Very, very nice.
I'll have to send a picture to her.
And then we made a couple of big trays, the old 7x10s.
Big trays.
The big tray. I can't pressurize these because my pot isn't big enough. I love the layered side of that. I'm doing that more and more because it just looks so cool.
So cool.
Nobody's seen these yet. Right here. Oh, look at this, Care. Woo! Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That is awesome. I love that.
Oh, I do too.
Whoo! And I love this side, this layered side. That is so cool.
Leave our recipe out.
Yep.
Take a picture of our recipe.
That is
We can make
too
more of
cool.
those for others.
That's gorgeous. I love it.
Oh, beautiful.
I love it.
Yes, we get excited for resin.
I just love the colors. I'm a color person.
So am I.
Tie-dye and neon posters and whatever
It's
you
fun
got.
playing with the colors and
Yes,
this,
they
that.
are. Carrie, did you already send Caroline's box?
Yes, I did. No,
Yeah.
it's in here because there's no mail today.
It's in here because there's no mail today.
It's
Okay,
in-
let me make sure I got everybody. Starla, Denise said thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night. Joe said good night.
Hold on.
Denise said good night. Cindy said good night. Linda said good night. Trudy said, oh, wow, that's fabulous.
Yes.
Denise said, whoa, are these going to be for sale? So, Carrie, I think 2 of the trinket trays are already spoken for, correct? Okay. And are any the big trays are spoken for, 1 or 2?
One.
One of them. So the person who has spoken for that will get their choice of the large tray and their choice of the trinket trays. And then there will be 1 large tray and 2 trinket trays also for sale.
And we can remake them as well.
And we can remake them. Yeah, there's
the
no,
recipe.
they're not an exclusive thing or nothing like that. So,
I just have
but
to.
anyway, that light is shining on, but look at this. That is just,
They're really pretty. That goes with.
and they're a little transparent, not completely, but a little bit.
These would be nice to have for the Jeremiah Kettner event we're going to host in 2026. So you can do that. It's cool.
But I love those colors. Love those colors. All right, everybody. You guys have a good evening. We'll see you next week. I'm not going anywhere, so we'll be live Friday night
Woo woo.
and all that kind of good stuff. See you around. Have a great evening.
Oh, wait, Tim,
oh,
be
I'm
sure.
waiting. I'm waiting.
Whip and chat for The Great Escape on Wednesday night with the Leopards.
You got a mic? Oh, yeah, you got a mic. Good. Whip and
So-
chat Wednesday night with the Leopards. What time?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Central.
I will be scheduling tomorrow and we'll send it out in both groups. So
Caroline says, I need 1 of each. 1 gold bar, 1 silver bar. Is that Caroline?
well, we have to see what's left over.
Well, no, we can always make more, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure what 1 of each is.
Okay.
But please send an email to
No.
Carrie.
No, go to the pre-buy the
No, send
Yes.
an email to Carrie at leopards@leopardlw.com. And then that way we can get those secured for people. And then she'll show you how to order them on the website. But I want to make sure, 1, that we are selling out of what we got. And if I need to make more, to get out here during the week and make more, because
Okay.
they're pretty easy. And I don't mean that, I don't mean to send an email to be mean or anything like that. It just helps us keep track because, oh my goodness. And Trudy wants 1 of the trinket trays. So please send an email to Carrie. Tell her you want the Nico Mart tray. And if we need to make more of those, they're easy. They just take time. That's all. No big deal.
No, we'll just have to be sure to keep these out.
So everybody have a good evening and we shall talk to you soon. Good night.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.